The Renaissance Center, the tallest building in the state, stands empty. A quarter of a century after People, the extreme Detroit climate is taking its toll on the city's skyline.
It's tough being a building in Detroit because of the extremes of weather here. Very, very hot summers, very cold winters. There's freezing, there's thawing, there's wind, there's rain, there's ice. You're right by the river, and as a result, you get quite a bit of moisture in the air as well. And it's very open space, so you do get very, very high winds.
In the time of humans, the Renaissance Center stood as a monument to the industry that delivered Detroit into a golden age. In the city where Henry Ford's modern assembly line made the family car affordable, his grandson commissioned the construction of the Renaissance Center. 2 decades later, the entire complex, including the 73-story Central Tower, the tallest building in Michigan, was purchased by General Motors, once the largest car manufacturer in the world.
The Renaissance Center is a classic example of late 1960s, 1970s design. It's basically steel framed, and the outer skin is almost entirely glass. The frames that hold the windows in, the steel frame that holds the building up, and the glass all expand and contract and vibrate in different ways. And the result is where they meet gets worn a little bit.
25 years without people has turned the Renaissance Center's atrium into a forest. Although the decorative palms have died, native trees like shagbark hickories and giant oaks have moved in.
As long as the structure provides some shelter, you're going to get plant and animal life inside there. So you'd have feral dogs, wolves, wolverines would start coming in, and you have this ecosystem there.
"150 years after People. In Detroit, just upstream from the Ambassador Bridge, the central tower of the Renaissance Center still stands taller than any other building. Broken windows have left the structure unable to retain any heat from the sun.
There's a lot of rubble on them. During the winter, a fair amount of ice loading would build up because the sun would not directly warm the building because most of the glass would be gone.
One of the upper floors finally loses its grip, and the rest of the central tower collapses, bringing down one of the adjoining buildings as it falls.